A Chinese woman has revealed she became stuck in her blind date's house for a week after the city was plunged into a COVID-19 lockdown. The woman, identified by her surname Wang, was having dinner at her blind date's house when parts of the central Chinese city of Zhengzhou were abruptly placed under lockdown last Wednesday. Posting a video on Chinese social media platform WeChat last week, it seemed love had not blossomed between the pair, as Wang described him as mute as a wooden mannequin, according to local media reports. Wang told Shanghai-based outlet The Paper that she had gone to Zhengzhou for a week-long trip to meet potential suitors when the city was thrown into a COVID-19 lockdown. She said, "Just after I arrived in Zhengzhou, there was an outbreak and his community was put under lockdown and I could not leave." Wang said her family introduced her to 10 matches and the fifth blind date wanted to show off his cooking skills, so invited her to his house for dinner, where they were unexpectedly plunged into lockdown. Since then, Wang has shared videos documenting her daily life lockdown with her date, who has been cooking meals for her, which she described as mediocre. According to clips published by local media, her blind date, whose identity is not known, has also been doing household chores and working at his laptop while she sleeps in during lockdown. It seems romance is not on the cards for the pair, as Wang said she is looking for a more talkative partner, describing him as mute as a wooden mannequin. Besides the fact that Hess is mute as a wooden mannequin, everything else about him is pretty good, she told The Paper. Despite his food being mediocre, Hess still willing to cook, which I think is great. Her short videos quickly went viral on Chinese social media sites, but Wang said their surge in popularity prompted her to remove the videos for now. Friends have been calling him and I think this has definitely affected his life, so I have taken them down for now, she said in a video posted Tuesday that was widely republished in Chinese local media. Thanks everyone for your attention. I hope the outbreak ends soon and that my single sisters also find a relationship soon. It remains unclear if she is still stuck at her date's house. More than 100 COVID cases have been reported in Zhengzhou since last week, as China battles to contain multiple local outbreaks of the Delta and Omicron variants. Several cities in the central province of Henan, which lies near Shen, have strengthened virus controls in response to hundreds of new infections since late December. Provincial capital Zhengzhou has imposed a partial lockdown, which has seen schools shut and non-essential businesses ordered to close. There have also been large-scale testing drives rolled out to test the city's nearly 13 million residents for any silent COVID-19 carriers. Henan Wuhan on Wednesday reported 87 new local cases, and it is not clear how many of these are Omicron cases. Chinese authorities are on high alert over COVID flare-ups in major cities as it is just weeks ahead of the Beijing Winter Olympics. There are now a total of 20 million people confined to their homes in China after the cities of Anyang and Yuzhou joined the 13 million in Shen under quarantine and banned from leaving their home even to buy food. The emergence of the fast-spreading Omicron variant is yet another test of China's zero-COVID strategy, with authorities already battling several outbreaks. The lockdowns are the broadest since the shutting down of Wuhan and most of the rest of Hubei province in early 2020 at the start of the pandemic. While China's total reported cases are far lower than other virus hotspots such as the United States and Europe, there is widespread concern about the impact of Omicron. Before the latest cluster, China had reported just a handful of Omicron cases, all linked to imported infections. Authorities are especially wary of major outbreaks ahead of the Winter Olympics, which Beijing will host from February 4th to 20th. A Beijing Olympics official responsible for disease control, Wang said organizers are counting on the cooperation of athletes and officials to prevent an outbreak that could affect participation. If the mass cluster transmission happens, it will impact the games and the schedule for sure, Wang said. The worst scenario, if it happens, is independent of man's will, so we leave our options open. The global event will coincide with the busy Lunar New Year holidays, during which millions of people travel across the country.